timer from Shattenkirk and Steen. And the next power play unit, John's going to be much more of a jam power play.
Blues get it back to Shattenkirk. Now Tarasenko works in, and a good stick save by Varlamov. Goes wide, and there is Landeskog, the captain, to fire it out. Blues trying to catch the Avalanche, and a change. Backes back in, a shot. And that's scooped up by Varlamov, and no further play. Ahead to Reeves, off the boards and out. Handled by Nick Holden, number 2. He's hounded by Ott. And now Ott picks it up. In the slot to Reeves. In a goal, a shot, and a save by Varlamov as Ryan Reeves had another great chance. Funnels one back of the goal. And played by Gunnarsson. And he'll weave to center up the middle now for Tarasenko. For Schwartz. In on goal. Cuts. And a shot on goal. And a save by Varlamov. And 5 minutes to go here in the opening period. Half center one. Broken up. Yashkin the other way. Now for Tarasenko. He pulls up and a drive on goal. And a save by the fellow Russian Varlamov. Shaw told us they want to get that number up around 17 or 18 minutes tonight.
Well, he doesn't play on the power play and doesn't kill right now on the
Tarasenko! And it's 1-0. He beats the fellow Russian with a rocket for Tarasenko.
Tarasenko's third shot of the game is a beauty. Through the neutral zone, good backhand pass. And this one here is on a tee. Strong as an ox. Might have gone off Holden's stick originally, but clearly it did not.
Now in front, Backes on the rebound. On the Blues' second power play, and a good save by Varlamov. Blues 0 for 1 tonight. Steen walks the line. Takes a pass. Now a drive and a goal save. And the rebound hit Backes up high and goes over the goal. Darren, he is 6'2".
Yep.
But he doesn't play like he's 6'2".
No, he doesn't. He's down real low. Very athletic. Very good legs down low. A lot of movement in his game.
Here's a drive by Berglund. And speaking of movement, a good pad save there. Now it is Gunnarsson in the corner. Gets some help there from Laterra. Tarasenko's pass in the middle. Tipped around. O'Reilly now. And then a backhander off the goal post by Duchesne. What a play. Ian Cole. And in the second period, it's always tough to get your stick in your own zone when you've broken a stick. That bench is a long ways away. Deep slot. Payarvi, a shot. Right on, and a save by Varlamov. Off control by the Blues, in on goal. And Varlamov knocked it away from Bergman. Now Bouwmeester, good holding for Lindstrom. He walks in, pass across. Berglund could handle it. Now Berglund back on the line. Pietrangelo guns a shot. Waist high, and that is caught by Varlamov. And Stewart will throw it down the ice. Tarasenko back there. Gets some help from Bouwmeester. And now it goes to Landeskog. Landeskog, a backhander, and that's scooped up by Elliott. And he has it in his glove. And then Barrie throws one to the corner for Duchesne. Back to Barrie. Here's Duchesne. To McGinn, a shot. I think Pietrangelo blocked that, and it comes up the middle and back down the ice. Now for Nick Holden. Down all the way across for Barrie. 55 to go in the power play. McGinless sets up on the half boards. He goes back to the top, and a drive and a glove save on Holden by Brian Elliott. There's Berglund tying things up on the boards along with Nick Holden. Now it comes free now for McKinnon. McKinnon feeds one to Johnson. And his shot blocked by Bouwmeester. And then McKinnon again. Breaks it up. And the puck comes to center ice. And now Laterra has it again. What a pass. How did he see Ian Cole there? Here's Cole, a shot. Blocker save by Varlamov. And it goes out of play. And that's tipped in behind the Avalanche goal. Now funneled ahead. That's cut off by Yashkin. And he goes wide. Back of the goal. Now in front. Backes with it. And a backhander got on goal. And a save by Varlamov.
Obviously, really missing TJ Oshie and his spark and his spirit. And hope that TJ Oshie gets better soon. Boy.
Absolutely.
Nasty collision into the post in Dallas.
And a drive there by O'Reilly. And a good save by Elliott. For Pietrangelo. He'll flip one along for Steen. Steen to Laterra. And then Tarasenko. Back to Pietrangelo. A drive and a save by Varlamov. Saw that through a screen. Off a stick well wide. Kept in by Shattenkirk. He walks the line. And a pass on the wing.
Good battle there by Payarvi.
Yeah, he won the battle there.
Yeah.
The puck stays in the zone now for Schwartz with Backus. And a shot by Schwartz and a save by Varlamov.
Coming towards the blue zone, and he sees that Schwartz is going north, and he ends up giving him the puck, just a little wee pass, 5-footer.
Now Ian Cole steps up for the Blues. Beats one man. Cole waits, now a shot. And a glove save by Varlamov. Here's Jackman losing his stick. Now Tanguay with it. Pass back to Eric Johnson. A shot. Rebound. And Elliott got over and somehow kept it out. Was that Tanguay that he robbed? Here's Mitchell. And then a shot back against the grain by Everberg, and a good save by Elliott.
Tough save going against the grain like that.
And then a save again by Elliott as it came in front and the Blues clear it away. In the slot, instead back to the line, now for Stewart. And then a shot, I don't know where that went, and Tarasenko has the puck.
It was a little off the mark, and a little high, and a little wide.
Looked like one of your shots. He got it, it's tipped. And it's 2-0. Tipped right in front.
It's the bad pass by Stewart that's hobbly and wobbly, and guess who's got his second? Vladimir Tarasenko with a little tip. There's the pass that's off the mark to his partner, and now Pietrangelo gets up the ice, pulls back. Keep your eye on 91 in the front of the net, Tarasenko, and with one hand on his stick, it looked like there, he reaches, goes off the...
His second of the night, sixth of the year from Pietrangelo at 46 seconds. And now Payarvi's gone for holding at 52 seconds. Avalanche 0 for 1 tonight. Eric Johnson wheels to center ice. Here he comes. Johnson to pass back. O'Reilly kept it in with his left skate. And then to hold it now for Johnson. McKinnon's open in the slot. A shot. Rebound, they score. O'Reilly gets the rebound. And it's 2-1.
That was a heck of a first save by Elliott. Really good first save. Rebounds on the doorstep. O'Reilly had come from the right side to Elliott's left, and he was kind of sweeping around. And so he was the second layer of offense after the first redirection. And no chance whatsoever for Brian Elliott. 75th goal of his career is the shot pass by McKinnon. And it gets redirected, and then the rebound's right there. You see the deflection there, and then the quick hands before Jackman can get to him. Smart play, though, by Nathan.
Well, the goal by O'Reilly, who signed a new 2-year deal in the offseason. Schwartz a shot, and a save by Varlamov, and he has it.
Kind of a big one-timer from back there. They're more of the playmaking variety.
And this is Tyson Barrie, and then in for Iginla. In front, Duchesne is robbed by Brian Elliott on a heck of a passing play there. And now McGinn throws one to the corner. It's Jane Bouwmeester. He'll play one around now for Lapierre. On the backhand, can't clear it by Iginla. And Barrie a drive, right pad, saved by Elliott. Johnson, Eric Johnson, good pass to McKinnon. Can't get a shot. Still with it though. Then lets it go, and a stick save by Elliott off his stick into the netting.
I think if McKinnon had that last chance again, he would have one-timed that pass from Johnson.
Now the Avs in front, McKinnon, he scores! Wrist shot, top corner, and we have a brand new game.
McKinnon went goalless before that game against the New York Islanders, where he banged home 2 against Chad Johnson. And here he's not going to hesitate as he did earlier. Did that deflect off of maybe Bouwmeester there? Yeah, might have deflected right off Bouwmeester right there. Landeskog's there as well. Yeah, it definitely does, and it flutters. You can see the way the puck is fluttering, and then past.
And here's Barrie now for McKinnon. This little short pass for Iginla. Down his off wing, dropped off to McKinnon. Works in a shot and a save by Brian Elliott. Now it's the captain Landeskog in the slot. McKinnon down low. Quick shot by O'Reilly and a save by Elliott. And then Eric Johnson. He'll feed Holden across. Landeskog lets it fly and a save by Elliott and no rebound. Avalanche win the faceoff. Back to Tanguay. Then Barrie hit the goalpost. Oh, Barrie beat Elliott, but it hit the goalpost. And the Blues shoot it down the ice. 40 gone on the power play.
Oh, nice play by Steen.
He got it away from O'Reilly, and the Blues 3-on-2 into the zone. Backus for Laterra. The drive and a save by then Berglund protects the puck. Rolls it along for Lindstrom. Lindstrom jabs it back to Steen. Steen hooks one, and then to Lindstrom. Works in a shot, and a pad save by Varlamov. Avalanche win the faceoff. 2:45 left in regulation. And that's tipped in by O'Reilly. Elliott, he gave it away, and a shot, and Flint got back and made the stop on O'Reilly. Now Tanguay, with 2 minutes gone here in overtime. Tanguay has some room in a slot. And then for Mitchell. And a shot and a hard one and a save by Elliott.
Stick, so he can stick handle in tight.
And now McKinnon on the faceoff. It comes in front, and Elliott makes the save on Landeskog. And that was close. And the Blues get it now. The board kept in. Bouwmeester the drive. And a stick save by Varlamov. And then Lindstrom back on the goal for Berglund. And then Pietrangelo, a shot on the short side and a glove save by Varlamov. So Joachim Lindstrom, Blues' second shooter, cuts in, and he scores! What will he do? He could win it here for the Blues. Tarasenko in, and a glove save by Varlamov. Ryan O'Reilly, all the pressure on him, in on Elliott. Here he comes.